Hi, I'm Brian Stann here at UFC 130, and I'm in the Octagon.
El Octágono.
Rafa, Alcalde from eloctagono.com, joined by UFC fighter and American hero, Brian Stann, it's amazing how you're taking the time from your week, your preparation to really dedicate some time to your brothers in arms. And can you talk to us a little bit about the two things that we have here, the Lone Survivor and also the boot campaign?
Oh, sure, absolutely. The whole campaign, both the boot campaign and the Lone Survivor Foundation, are aimed at one thing. And that's helping our heroes, helping those who are wounded in combat, defending our freedoms. And, when there's a cause like that and there's an organization like the Lone Survivor Foundation that's tried, true, with integrity, I'm going to be there to help it. And I think it's an amazing campaign. I think it's an appropriate time, and I'm really proud that the UFC gets involved with something like this. And as much as, Marcus hates the attention, and I know he does, he's been a great ambassador, for veterans across the country with how he's coped with, the atrocities he's seen and what he's been through, how he's coped with it, succeeded, and really dedicated his life to giving back now, and I'm just proud to be his friend.
You've been on the other side fighting for the freedoms, and now unfortunately, we're glad to have you here, but you're on the side, on the group of people that take for granted a lot of those freedoms that you guys are fighting for. And the Lone Survivor is a great story about 5 guys that went out there. Now you talk about the guys that caught Bin Laden, but the ones that were falling during the fighting. Does it bother you a little bit? Or is there something that you think that could be done to create more awareness about our heroes, about the wounded, about the ones that came back?
There always can. But what I always told my Marines when they would get angry about that when we'd come back from deployment is, our veterans need to understand they do their job so well that the American people can take it for granted. Our military is so strong that we don't have to worry about foreign armies coming to our shores. We don't have to have things like insurgency and regime changes going on in our country like what happened in Egypt and the violence that happens in Palestine every single day. So, it's a double-edged sword, and that sometimes the veterans they feel that people don't pay enough attention to it, don't value their service enough, but at the same time they do their job so well that it doesn't have to be something that people pay attention to every day. And let's be honest, war is so atrocious that nobody wants to come home and think about that. It's natural human behavior for them to veer away from it. So, we raised our right hands to do our job and protect our country, and, they do it better than anybody in the world and better than anybody in history.
A member of the few, the proud, the Marines, Brian Stann. Good luck on Saturday night. Did he pick up the wrong night to pick up a fight with Brian Stann?
He did. He did.
Thank you, man.
Visit El Octágono for all the latest in MMA, news, fight results, interviews, live event coverage, podcast, and video capsules. All this and much more in Spanish. Find all your MMA needs here inside El Octágono, the #1 source dedicated 100% to MMA in Spanish. eloctagono.com